mother like that.
Now, don't you pick on George.
Oh, thank you.
Florence, now you know I like my scotch on the rocks.
Then why don't you pour it over your head?
Hello, Mr. J. Hi, Bentley. Bye, Bentley.
Moving on up, 11 untold stories behind the scenes of The Jeffersons. Did you know The Jeffersons almost never made it to air? Or that one shocking behind-the-scenes moment nearly ended the show forever? Today, we're diving into Moving On Up, 11 untold stories behind the scenes of The Jeffersons. Buckle up, because what you're about to hear will change the way you see this classic sitcom forever. 1. The network didn't believe in The Jeffersons. It's difficult to fathom today, but The Jeffersons, one of the most revolutionary shows in television history, almost never made it to air. CBS executives were skeptical, believing that a sitcom featuring an affluent black family would fail to resonate with viewers. In fact, George and Wheezy's debut on All in the Family was initially intended as a brief guest spot. However, the visionary Norman Lear fervently advocated for their narrative, convinced that their unique story deserved a dedicated platform to thrive.
I'm not telling you to look down on nobody. I'm just saying to shift your angle and let them start looking up to you.
As history has shown, his conviction was undeniably justified. The Jeffersons would go on to become a cultural touchstone. 2. The original Lionel was replaced, and fans were furious. What happened to Lionel Jefferson when The Jeffersons premiered? Fans immediately noticed the absence of Mike Evans, the actor who originally brought Lionel to life. Due to scheduling conflicts, Evans was unavailable for the spin-off, leading the network to cast Damon Evans, who, despite sharing a last name, had no relation to Mike.
Damon Evans, correct? Were they related?
No, they were not. Just happened to have the same last name.
However, viewers were quick to express their disappointment, feeling that Damon lacked Lionel's signature sarcasm and charm. Eventually, Mike Evans returned to the role, but by then, the character's presence had been significantly reduced in the storyline. This unexpected change left a lasting impact on both the show and its audience, making Lionel's transition one of the more controversial moments in the series' history. 3. Roxy Roker insisted on an interracial marriage storyline. Have you ever wondered which TV couples helped change society's views on race and relationships? Roxy Roker, renowned for her role as Helen Willis on the groundbreaking sitcom, was not merely acting, she was forging a new path in television history. As one of the first black actresses to depict an interracial marriage on screen, her portrayal was a significant milestone in an era of limited representation. Interestingly, Roker's own life mirrored her character's story. She was married to a white man in reality, which added depth to her commitment to the role.
In an interracial relationship, I think that's why Norman wanted her for the role, because someone else had it.
When producers expressed reservations about the interracial storyline, Roker stood her ground with unwavering determination, insisting that this important aspect remain unchanged. Through her courage and conviction, she played a vital role in dismantling racial barriers in television, paving the way for more inclusive storytelling. 4. The show tackled racism head-on, even when it wasn't safe. Unlike the majority of sitcoms during its era, The Jeffersons boldly confronted challenging themes with unflinching honesty. Issues such as racism, discrimination, and social inequality were explored directly and unapologetically. One of the most provocative episodes was titled Sorry, Wrong Meeting, in which George mistakenly finds himself at a Ku Klux Klan gathering.
What are you doing here? I'm on your side. I'm behind you 100%.
The resulting backlash was fierce and widespread, yet the show steadfastly refused to retreat from its commitment to tackle such contentious subjects. At that time, television had never witnessed anything quite like it, paving the way for deeper conversations in the medium. 5. Sherman Hemsley kept a huge secret from the cast. Have you ever wondered what a famous TV star is like in real life? Sherman Hemsley, best known for his energetic and outspoken role as George Jefferson, was quite the opposite off-screen. Unlike his confident and boisterous character, Hemsley was shy and preferred to avoid social gatherings, including cast parties.
He's an introvert in real life. Now he's learning to mix the two.
Surprisingly, he also had a deep love for psychedelic rock music, a passion he kept hidden for years. Imagine George Jefferson, the bold and fiery businessman, secretly enjoying Grateful Dead records in his dressing room, an amusing contrast to the persona millions knew and loved. What other actors do you think have surprising hidden interests? 6. why Florence almost didn't come back. Marla Gibbs, renowned for her unforgettable portrayal of the sassy and lovable Florence Johnston, captured the hearts of audiences everywhere. Her popularity was so immense that it led to her own spin-off series, Checking In. However, when that show failed to resonate with viewers, it nearly marked the end of her journey with the Jeffersons. The producers had even gone so far as to write her character out of the show. Yet, in response to an overwhelming outcry from devoted fans who couldn't bear to see Florence go, they made the wise decision to bring her back. Let's be honest, the Jeffersons, without Florence, would have felt like a puzzle missing its most vibrant piece.
Think I'm ready to travel?
Sure, your broom is in the closet.
7. Tragic end for Franklin Cover. Franklin Cover, best known for his role as Tom Willis on the iconic television show, was a pioneering figure in the history of television. His character, a white man married to an African-American woman, represented a progressive step towards showcasing interracial relationships during a time when such themes were often taboo. The cover brought depth and warmth to Tom, depicting him as an open-minded and kind-hearted individual who navigated the complexities of race relationships with grace. Following the conclusion of The Jeffersons in 1985, Cover's career experienced a downturn, and he chose to embrace a more private and quiet life. While he did take on a few roles thereafter, none reached the prominence of his earlier work, leading him to step away from the spotlight. Tragically, in 2006, Cover passed away from pneumonia, marking the loss of a talented actor whose contributions left a profound impact on the landscape of television. The legacy of his portrayal continues to resonate, reminding audiences of the importance of inclusion and understanding in society. 8. The Jeffersons helped create the Real Housewives franchise. Think the Jeffersons had nothing in common with The Real Housewives? Think again. Many might assume that the Jeffersons and The Real Housewives exist in completely different realms of television, but a closer look reveals a fascinating connection between the two. The Jeffersons, which aired in the 1970s and 80s, was groundbreaking in its portrayal of an affluent black life, showcasing luxurious penthouses, designer outfits, and a captivating blend of humor and drama. The show didn't just entertain, it paved the way for future reality TV producers by emphasizing the allure of wealth and the complexities of family dynamics. The series presented its characters navigating everyday challenges against a backdrop of high society, a concept that resonated with audiences and laid the groundwork for reality television's obsession with opulence. In particular, the Real Housewives franchise took inspiration from this depiction of wealth and personal drama, amplifying it and bringing it into a new era. The idea is that viewers are drawn to watch the lives of wealthy families dealing with both trivial and significant issues can trace its roots back to the Jeffersons. In this way, the legacy of the Jeffersons extends beyond sitcoms, influencing the storytelling approach in contemporary reality shows and highlighting the universal appeal of aspirational living. 9. A lawsuit almost took the Jeffersons off the air. In an unexpected turn of events, Sherman Hemsley, beloved for his role in the iconic sitcom The Jeffersons, found himself embroiled in a complex legal battle. His former manager filed a lawsuit against him, seeking millions in damages and alleging that Hemsley had failed to compensate them adequately for their services over the years. The lawsuit not only became a lengthy and public ordeal, stretching on for several years, but it also placed both Hemsley and the legacy of the Jeffersons in a challenging position.
People have a visual of what they want, and you have to go in there and change their minds with your performance.
Raising questions about the behind-the-scenes intricacies of show business. Despite the strain and negative publicity that followed, Hemsley ultimately triumphed in court, vindicating his position. However, the prolonged struggle took its toll, leaving a lingering sense of unease about the impact such disputes can have on an artist's reputation and career. 10. Isabel Sanford was way older than Sherman Hemsley. You'd never guess it while watching the show, but Isabel Sanford, who portrayed the beloved character Louise, was actually 20 years older than her on-screen husband, George, played by Sherman Hemsley.
This is your husband. Well, what? Your husband?
This age difference is quite surprising, considering that Louise was written as George's wife, making Sanford old enough to be Hemsley's mother in real life. Despite this considerable age gap, the two actors shared an incredible chemistry that captivated audiences and made their relationship believable and endearing. Their performances showcased a profound connection that was both humorous and heartfelt. a testament to their exceptional talent and the magic of Hollywood. It's truly fascinating how they brought their characters to life, allowing viewers to overlook such realities and immerse themselves in the show's charming narrative. 11. CBS canceled The Jeffersons without telling the cast. After an impressive 11-season run, The Jeffersons continued to attract solid ratings, showcasing its enduring popularity among viewers. However, the show's abrupt cancellation left fans and cast members alike in shock. The reason? CBS announced a desire to pursue a different direction for their programming. In a surprising move, the network failed to communicate this decision directly to the cast members. Instead, Sherman Hemsley and Isabel Sanford learned of the show's fate through a newspaper article.
I didn't realize it. My cousin in New York is the one that called me and said, I understand that Jeffersons has been canceled.
This lack of communication meant that the beloved stars were denied a proper farewell, leaving them and their audience without the opportunity to celebrate the legacy of a groundbreaking series that tackled important social issues with humor and heart. Final thought. The Jeffersons wasn't just a sitcom. It was a revolution. It changed TV forever, broke barriers, and gave us some of the most memorable characters of all time. It was filmed in front of a live studio audience. Like many sitcoms of its time, it used a multi-camera setup with a live audience to capture authentic laughter and reactions. However, in some cases, pre-recorded or sweetened laughter, laugh tracks, may have been added or adjusted in post-production. So which one of these behind-the-scenes stories shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments.